Have you ever heard anybody call something a get-rich-quick scam? Well, today I'm going to talk about how to get rich quick, but it's not a scam. My name is Shiloh Lundahl, and you are watching the Improved channel focused on real estate investing. I'm out on my morning run, and I'm running through this neighborhood that is full of beautiful million-dollar homes. I would often come running through this neighborhood before I had a net worth of $1 million. You see, I strongly believe in the concept of visualizing the type of future that you'd like to have. And so I would come running through this neighborhood, and I would look at these homes. I'd think, you know what? I'd really like to have a beautiful home one day. And today I have one, and at the end of the video, you'll be able to see it. But I wanted to talk to you today about the concept of get rich quick. You see, there's a lot of negativity when it comes to the concept of somebody being able to get rich quick. And before you can really understand or determine what that really means, you have to define what rich is and you have to define what quick is. You see, my definition of rich may be different than somebody else's definition of rich. If I'm in middle America, in Kansas or Missouri, my thought of rich might be, hey, if I had $1 million, I'd be rich. If I'm living in New York or San Francisco or LA, and I think, man, if I had $1 million, that'd be awesome. I wouldn't have to work for a whole year or two. You see, the concept of rich is different depending on where you are. I like to look at wealth in terms of time versus some sort of dollar amount, because people have different standards of living. People can live in a very cheap area or they can live in a very expensive area. So what I like to look at in terms of what rich is or what wealth is I like to see it in terms of how long could I live based on how much net worth I have right now. Am I 1 month rich? Am I 2 months rich? Could I live this entire year if I didn't work anymore? So the question really is, how long could I live based on the amount of money I have now? And to me, that's really a great way of defining what rich really is. Now, the next thing we need to define is, what does the word quick mean? Well, is quick tomorrow? Is quick 1 month or 2 months or a year or 5 years or 10 years? You really need to define how long is quick. So the idea of getting rich quick is really subjective to what rich means and what quick means. For me, this is how I would define getting rich quick. I would say get rich quick is getting a net worth of $1 to $2 million within 5 years. To me, that's how I define get rich quick. And the answer is yes, you can absolutely get rich quick. And today I'm going to talk with you about 5 principles of getting rich quick. Principle number 1. This is the foundational principle of getting rich quick, and it is work harder than anyone else. If you're willing to work hard, then you can become rich. You see, work is a principle of progress. You have to be willing to work hard. So many people hear the term get rich quick, and what they are really thinking is that they're hearing the word get rich easy. And I don't know how to get rich easy, but I do know how to get rich quick. But in order to get rich quick, you have to be willing to work, and you have to be willing to work hard. And it also requires sacrifice. There's a lot of things that I would like to do or buy that I don't do and buy right now because I'm not where I need to be with net worth in order to be able to get some of those things that I'd like right now. So what I'm doing is I am taking that money that I have now and I continue to invest it and I continue to invest it until I get to a certain level where I can then buy some of those things that I want. So sacrifice is one of the principles of getting rich quick. You have to be willing to work hard and sacrifice some time. You have to be willing to sacrifice some of the things that you want and dedicate time in order to build either a business or to really hone your craft and become excellent at it so that it can command a high price. So you have to be willing to sacrifice. Principle number 2, network, network, network. Wealthy people tend to hang out with other wealthy people because they understand things that are similar. They understand principles of wealth. They understand how to create wealth, and then they share those ideas and concepts with one another in regular conversations. If you're not wealthy right now, it's likely because you're not living principles of wealth. And as you get around other people, you can start to learn those principles. So what are some ways of getting around wealthy people? Well, you can read books that are written by wealthy people. You can go to seminars. You can go to conferences. You can go to meetups, or you can go to trainings. Also, there's an app that you may not have heard of called Clubhouse. Clubhouse has been a really interesting app that I've gotten involved in over the last couple of months. Basically, what Clubhouse is imagine a school that has a bunch of conference rooms, and in each conference room, they have some experts up front talking about certain topics. Okay, and so you can go to a room, and that room might be real estate investing. And so you go into that room and you can listen to other people that have several properties, and they're up there talking about different aspects of real estate investing. And so you can be brand new and listen to somebody who has over 100 or 200 properties talking about how to begin investing in real estate. It's fantastic because this is a great way to get around people that are successful, getting around people that are wealthy. So if you want to learn how to have wealth, then get around those people. And Clubhouse is a fantastic place to do so. Principle number 3, develop a skill that can command a high price. There are people such as athletes or singers or actors that are very, very wealthy. And a lot of their wealth comes from developing a skill and becoming very, very successful at it. And this skill adds a lot of value to people in terms of entertainment or other things. And so people are willing to pay a lot for that specific skill set. But not only that, here on this street, there's a psychiatrist that I know who I've referred a lot of clients to, and he's referred a lot of clients to me. And he developed a skill in psychiatry. And so he's able to go and charge a high price to have somebody come and meet with him because he has that skill. I went to school and I developed my skill set as a therapist. And so I'm able to charge over $100 an hour to have somebody come and meet with me for an hour, and I can share with them different thoughts and ideas that can help them with their life. So that's another thing that is helpful, is develop a skill that can command a high price. And there are skills that you can develop rather quickly. There are skills that may take 5 years, 10 years to develop. Malcolm Gladwell in his book Outliers talks about the concept of 10,000 hours in order to become an expert at something. Well, you can gain 10,000 hours if you work full time at something for 5 years. Or you can gain 10,000 hours by working twice as much in 2.5 years. So it really just depends on how much sacrifice and dedication you want to put in developing that skill. But if you want to get rich quick, developing a high-paying skill is one of those ways. Principle number 4, learn to add value. So you can add value to people through entertainment. So doing things that are entertaining and fun can command a lot of eyes. A lot of people like to watch YouTube videos that are fun to watch. I mean, you think about Mr. Beast. He does all of these challenges and people are wondering, hey, is it going to work? Is he going to do it? And he puts a lot of humor throughout a lot of his videos. And by so doing, a lot of people watch his videos and he makes a lot of money on social media. So you can add value to people through entertainment. You can also add value to people through education. So during this pandemic, there's been a ton of people that have produced a lot of educational videos in order to help people learn things and learn skills. Today on Clubhouse, I was just listening to a room and they talked about one lady earning like hundreds of thousands of dollars through just creating videos on how to fold fitted sheets. Think about that. Making hundreds of thousands of dollars, making videos on how to fold fitted sheets. That's incredible. There's another guy, the handstand guy. He was able to create a business through the pandemic where he teaches people how to do handstands. And he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars teaching people how to do handstands. There are so many things that you can do through creating educational content, and then you can either sell that content, or if you post it on YouTube and if you get enough followers, then you can actually get paid for commercials and other things like that on YouTube. So that is another way to get rich quick, adding value to people through education or through entertainment. You can also add value to things. And this is one thing that I've done that's really helped me increase my net worth. So one of the things that I do to add value is I buy properties well under market value. And then I improve those properties and I bring up the value to what the market says it's worth. So if I buy a property for $100,000 that I can put $30,000 into fixing it up, then I'm able to raise the value to what the market says it's worth. Let's say it's worth about $180,000. By doing this, I've been able to create $50,000 worth of value. So that's another thing that you can do in order to get rich quick, is find things under market value that you, through your skill set and experience, are able to bring up the value to where it should be. And that's a great way to get rich quick. Adding value to people, adding value to things. Principle number 5, build a team and leverage. It's very difficult for somebody to become wealthy on their own because they don't have all of the skills required to really build something big or to be able to accomplish great things on their own usually. But what they can do is they can start to connect with other people that do have that skill set, that can do something that maybe you don't know how to do, and they can do it really, really well. And as you connect with that person, then you and that person can start to create something better than what each of you guys could do individually. So I am a big fan of leveraging other people's talents and then also other people's time. You see, as a therapist, I charge over $100 an hour to have somebody meet with me in a therapy session. And I have a lot of properties to manage. And so what I can do is I can work 1 hour, and with that 1 hour, I can pay somebody to work for me for 5 or 6 hours. And they could probably do that job better than I could do if I were to spend the same amount of time doing it. So I'm a big fan of leveraging other people's talents and other people's time. Also, I'm a big fan of leveraging other people's money. You see, you can find somebody that may not have the skill set of how to flip a property or how to invest in real estate. But if you have that skill set, then maybe they can become a private money lender to you. And they may lend you, $10, $20, $30, $50,000. And you can take that money and you can use that money in order to invest in real estate and make enough money doing so that you can give them a return on their money and you can create a lot more money. You see, that's one thing that we do, is we use a lot of hard money lenders and private money lenders in investing in our real estate. And a lot of times what we can do is we can create maybe $20 to $30 to $40,000 of equity for us while still paying out the hard money lender and the private money lender their, maybe 8 to 12% on their money. So it really becomes a win-win for both of us. Well, I just finished up. So as I mentioned before, here's the home that I live in now. So it's in Gilbert, Arizona. It's about 4,600 square feet. We bought it at a discount in 2019, and the property value has gone up a couple $100,000 since we purchased it. And not only that, but let me show you something really cool that we just finished. Come with me. All right. So here's the pool that we just finished. And you've probably seen this in some of my other videos if you've been watching some of my other videos. But we just finished the pool and the pool decking and this whole backyard area. And I just love it. It's a fantastic place to come with the kids and just enjoy. So the answer is you can get rich quick. Just to give you an example or an idea of what I'm talking about, In 2014, my wife and I started to invest more seriously in real estate. And at that time, we had a net worth of about maybe $300,000 or $400,000. Here we are about 6 or 7 years later, and our net worth has gone up by about 10 times that amount. And that has been because of the principles that I shared with you today. So we have been able to get rich relatively quickly through living the principles that I described in this video. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I will work very hard on providing great content for you in order to improve your real estate investing, in order to help you improve your lives. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day working on getting rich quick. Have a great day.